todos. Good morning, everyone. So we are from Odivelas with Bradley Hope, and the first game is just about to start. Bradley, good morning.
Good morning.
And let's go play goalball.
Let's do it. It's the fourth day of the Super European Goalball League Champions League, and we're going to start off with the penultimate round of fixtures in the Women's Champions League. In our first game, we have RGC Hansa from Germany taking on Aiki from Spain. The RGC Hansa who get us underway from left to right, with Aiki from right to left. Hansa in the dark blue shirts, with Aiki in the purple shirts. And just to confirm the two starting threes for both teams, for RGC Hansa we have number 1 Franziska Weber, number 4 Charlotte Kircher, and number 9 Catherine Glasnap. As for Aiki, we have number 1 Sylvia Alba, number 3 Ukeni Sen, and number 5 Mirda Santesteban. So those are the starting threes for both teams. And having a quick glance at the table, I think both
Hansa
teams
with
will
4
win.
points. They have a goal average of -3, but they have 4 points. And Aiki is still with 0 points and a goal average of -30. So they really need to push and start making some goals. And we have the 10 seconds, I think.
And that is the first penalty, first infringement of the morning. Aiki concede that penalty. It is that new inclusion of the 10-second marker in terms of an LED light, in terms of a visible marker actually on the court. And you'll hear the hooter sign if the play goes over that 10 seconds. So chances for RGC Hansa to open up the scoring for day 4. Oh, it's
And
a
the
comfortable
first goal.
finish. Comfortable finish in the end. Charlotte Kircher gets this game underway. It's 1-0 to RGC Hansa.
RGC Hansa that has also a men's team on this tournament. A very well placed men's team. They are in first of the Pool B on the men's class with 9 points in 30 goals difference.
So it's important for Aiki to, it's going to be a tough ask, but to try and get a win in this one. If they fail to win this game, then they will be guaranteed to finish in the bottom 2, which means they'll go into the 5th versus 6th playoff game. As for Hansa, a win here would really clear up any doubt of them finishing in a quarter-final spot.
Good news, Bradley. We have Samir. Samir has woke up and he's watching the game. And how's the day there in Marseille, Samir? We tried to maintain a conversation with our viewers over the chat, so if you want to say something to us, you can use the chat on YouTube. YouTube that also provide you the opportunity to see all the games that have already been played. And there are some games that I think Bradley go home and will watch again.
Absolutely.
And again and again.
Brilliant games yesterday. There was a couple of draws as well throughout this tournament. Yesterday we had that fantastic game between RGC Hansa and Malmo, which swung one way then the next. Yesterday it was a fantastic game, and highly recommend you have the chance to go and watch that again.
Wide, please. Play.
Quiet, please. Play. Ball over. Quiet, please. Play.
Everybody's warming up. It's Saturday morning. Everybody, whoa! And they warm up.
There we go, Aiki hit back, and that's a really important goal for them. just to give them a bit of confidence. Only 5 goals scored in the tournament so far. That's their 6th of the Champions League.
As I was saying, it's a Saturday morning. We didn't see the sun yet, I think. Did you saw the sun?
I saw the sun a little bit, not much.
But reminded you of home. I
Yes.
think. It was not the brightest of days, but the weather is really good, I think. It's not too hot. Because I think we have seen some of the teams struggle with the hot days that Lisbon provides us.
Yeah, it's been hot, and this venue makes it even hotter as well at times.
Locked out. Quiet, please. Play.
Good important block, that one from Sylvia Alba in the centre. Just used her feet to push the ball away, but it's been kept in play. And the ball's just trickling up towards the halfway line. Oh, and the 10-second marker actually goes.
Team penalty, 10 seconds. Aiki.
Against Aiki.
Number
That was
1.
really unfortunate. The ball just ran loose in the Aiki half, and they couldn't get it out of play quick enough. And so, unfortunately, that is a penalty
Quiet,
against
please. Play.
Aiki. Sylvia Alba's going to face up to this one.
And a
Oh,
defense.
and she saves it. Sylvia Alba redeems herself
Wide
with that
wing.
penalty.
Play.
Esteban now with a throw on the near side. Blocked. Pia Knut, the number 5 on the right. It's Franziska Weber on the right, I should say.
Yeah.
Out.
Official timeout, equipment check.
Yeah.
So just having a quick scan of the top goal scorers charts. Pia Knut is RGC Hansa's top scorer with 14 goals to her name.
White, please. Play.
25-year-old German international playing in a big tournament.
Locked out.
White, please. Play. Locked out.
Quiet, please. Play.
Off the post, and it was nearly inches away from another one for RGC Hansa.
White, please. Play.
Aiki holding on as it stands.
Locked out.
Quiet, please. Play.
Out. White, please. Play.
So we are facing some technical complications with my comms and with our score. I think the score that is on the screen is incorrect. We just checked with the referee's table.
10 seconds, Aiki. Penalty
We just
decline.
checked with the referee's table and it's 1-2.
Penalty decline.
But
Quiet,
we are
please.
trying to get to a...
Play.
After our score was right and the pavilion score was wrong. So now everything is okay. We are just waiting. We are just waiting to have the clock in our screen to fulfill every technical needs that we.
White, please. Play.
Here is Hussein now on the far side, looking to go down the centre, blocked with the feet and cleared away, but kept just in play by the number 4, Charlotte Kircher, on this far side. It's a bouncing effort that's well blocked in the end. Diving to her right was Hussein. She goes down that same path again. Oh, nearly, for a moment, was going to sneak under the body of Charlotte Kircher. Cleared away, Sylvia Alba.
Ball over.
So 6.5 minutes remaining of this first half. Only one goal to separate the two teams at the moment. IKEA, at the moment, competing in this one and really giving RGC a game, and they sure need to with 0 points. They need to get a win to have any chance of potentially qualifying into the quarterfinals. Silva Alba in the centre of that 3 for IKEA.
Probably not the easy game that RGC was expecting.
Yeah, IKEA have come out with purpose this morning.
The Basques slept well.
Yes.
And they come strong. Out.
Just wide of the right post.
Quiet, please. Play.
Quick return now down this near side, but it's cleared away by St. Esteban. And timeout has been called here. With 5 minutes, 22 seconds on the clock. So just a reminder of what's to come next. We'll round up the penultimate round of fixtures in the Women's Champions League. Sporting taking on Lyon, that comes next. And then after that we have Old Power against Malmo. And then we'll have our first playoff knockout game coming up at 12 o'clock in the men's playoffs. And,
Lyon
see,
against Moscow GT.
and it's a big one. It's for a chance to compete into the quarterfinals in the Men's Champions League, which for the final spots.
Out number 5.
It's their last chance and they really need to fight it. And I don't know if I can tell, but I really like the Moscow team because they have been absolutely heroes. They are only 3 players that compete in all of the games. No resting, no changes, and I don't know if it's fair to me to say so, but I really have a space in my heart for them.
Well, we'll have to find out if they can pull off a big effort to try and get into the quarterfinals. And here is that substitution. So St. Esteban has come off for IKEA and has been replaced by Maria Calderon. Calderon playing on the right, but the ball's from this near side, and it's cross courts.
Underarm.
Goal. IKEA.
And it's 2-2.
Can we see the replay? I think it was under her arm.
IKEA fought back, and this has been a really solid performance so far in this first half by the Spanish team. Can they go in front? Well, if RGC Hansa were thinking that they were in for an easy game, they've been proven wrong here. Calderon on the far side smothers the ball, and Sylvia Alba just has to play the ball out. They've already had 2 10-second penalties against them. They don't want a third.
And Ringo is wake up. Ringo is saying good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ringo. He says that he hopes that we have the cookies ready today because there's a lot of uncertainty on the next games. It's a good idea. We need to go get the cookies. Maybe our crew help us.
And that's the third for RGC Hansa. They've fought back after IKEA brought it back to 2-2. RGC Hansa now just assert their control back on this game, but
Quiet,
Ike,
please.
I'm sure, will still
Play.
battle really hard.
Blocked out.
White, please. Play.
Good block on the left side by Hussein. 31-year-old playing out on the left.
Quiet, please. Play.
Well, Ike
Ike.
have hit back straight away, 3-3. Well, this is some performance from the Spanish team, being able to fight back.
Play.
And I'm sure their coach, Oscar Zabaleta, will be delighted.
Substitution, Hansa.
Out number 1. In number 5.
So Franziska Weber comes off and she'll be replaced by number 5, Pia Knut. Pia Knut, top scorer for RGC Hansa in the Women's Champions League, 14 goals yesterday. She scored 14 out of their 22 goals scored yesterday, Pia Knut.
So 3.5 minutes to go, and it's all like when we started. It's a
3-3.
draw.
Absolutely brilliant performance this is from Ike
Locked out.
after 3 defeats yesterday,
Quiet, please.
including a 10-0 defeat to
Play.
Sporting last night.
Out.
This is a great way to start the weekend for Ike.
White, please. Play.
Oh, the ball just deflects. It goes towards the goal line. Brilliant work by Sylvia Alba in the centre. Using her right hand to just palm the ball away.
Blocked out. Quiet, please. Play.
Good block. Riku is saying playing on the right just gets her body on the line and throws down the line. It just starts to curve in. Oh, what a second attempt. Charlotte Gates, she just grabs it, just sitting up, and now she's over to this near side Pia Knut. Fizzing effort, oh, it's kicked away by Sylvia Alba. She's done a lot of really good work as Sylvia Alba
Quiet,
in the
please.
central position, covering both left and right.
So Ringo is asking who are the players that are currently on the court to give them the informations, because I think he is getting into the game. And we also have the message from Capitão Pereira, which we think that makes part of the Sporting team. And is saying that the men's team is supporting the women's team, and they go game by game, and they will construct their victories.
Quiet, please.
Good morning, Capitão Pereira, and good morning, Ringo. And also, Javi Montano, which I think is one of the supporters of the Basques, says,
White,
Gora
please.
Gipuzkoa. Ashkatuta. I suspect is Basque. So I'm sorry if I said something wrong,
Out.
and that's all right.
So
We also have something from Capitão Pereira which says that we are doing a good job.
oh, very
And
kind.
I think he's a liar because I'm not doing a good job. You are the professional here.
I think you're
I'm
being
just
too
your
harsh.
sidekick.
You're being too harsh on yourself.
Time out.
But to answer one of the questions at the moment, Ike, so they have number 2, Maria Angeles Calderon, number 1, Silvia Alba, and number 1, Silvia Alba, number 2, Maria Angeles Calderon, and number 3 at the moment, Ikain Isain. And at the moment, for RGC Hansa, we have number 4, Charlotte Kircher, number 5, Pia Knut, and number 9, Katja Glasnow.
15 seconds.
So, just under 90 seconds remaining of this first half, and we cannot separate these two sides. It's been an impressive performance so far from Ike.
White, please.
A surprising game.
Play.
And I have to tell you, yesterday when everybody left, the TV crew tried to play goal ball. Yeah,
How did they find it?
they would lose with every one of these teams. It's absolutely completely failed. It's really hard with the long ball high ball rule, and it's impressive the speed that the ball loses when it hits the floor. So it's a really difficult.
And Ike,
It was a goal.
incredibly, 45 seconds to go in this first half. I've got themselves into the lead. And at the moment, we'll be going into this half-time thinking that they could potentially be on course for 3 points. And their coach, Oscar Zabaleta, who's constantly always writing notes after every throw, almost after every throw, certainly after every goal. And here comes the return. Maria Calderon on the right. And the return's going to be by Charlotte Kircher. Oh, it's a fizzing, awkward one, but Silvia Alba does really well. She's been fantastic in the centre so far for Ike.
Out.
So 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Just about time to get one throw in if they're quick here. Pia Knut. And she does get it throw quickly. It's blocked, it's up into the air, but it's saved at the second attempt. There goes the hooter for half-time. Well, what a mammoth performance this has been from Ike.
Surprisingly, they returned to the game with a lot of strength. Great game.
It's a huge credit to them after their defeat to Sporting yesterday, that 10-0 defeat,
Yeah.
which was a bit of a thumping in the end, and they could have lost a lot of confidence, but they've given absolutely everything. And it's also a huge credit to their coach, Oscar Zabaleta, as well, who's clearly got them going this morning.
I asked you before, and I will ask you again. What do you think the coaches are telling to their athletes?
Well, from Oscar Zabaleta's point of view, it's just about remaining calm and keeping composed in this start of the second half, because at the moment, defensively, they're really organised and playing really well. And Silvia Alba is being fantastic at the moment in the central position for Ike. And again, for RGC Hansa, maybe just a few more shots into the corners and just trying to aim for those one-on-one situations, trying to isolate the players. They haven't really had many attempts that have really troubled the Ike defensively. And I think in this second half, we could see potentially a few more efforts that will really trouble this Ike team. But at the moment, it's the Spanish team, the team from the Basque Country in the north, who are on top.
They are enjoying the game, and when you enjoy the game, you play it differently. It looks like.
Yeah, you can just sense a sort of a smile on the faces of the teams, and almost feel a little bit more relaxed. You know, it's almost like a nothing to lose mentality, really, and that can be dangerous when you're playing with no fear. can relax you and make you play better. So just over a minute to go of half-time. Just a reminder that half-times are 3 minutes. And also a further reminder that the teams do not swap ends in this competition this time. This is down to COVID protocols.
Yeah.
Normally the teams would switch at half-time.
So the hashtag Bradley, bring Bradley again, is on. You have a supporter in Ringo,
Very
which
kind.
promised us a coffee and a pastel de
Yes.
nata. Don't forget.
Very excited. I'm going to have to come back to Lisbon,
Yeah.
obviously.
Or he can bring it here. I think Ringo would love to bring it here.
Well, we do have the...
and we know one secret door, so it could be that we find a solution.
Well, we do have the Club World Cup
Yeah.
here in the back end of November. The dates for that are the 23rd to the 29th of November. That's the Club World Cup.
And I can tell you in first hand that Bradley is being invited to it. So there's a possibility that the hashtag Bring Bradley Again will work, and we'll have Bradley again here with us in November.
Been an absolutely brilliant couple of days, and we've still got so much exciting action to come. Second half is about to get underway.
Half-time score, Hansa 3. Hansa made half-time substitution of number 9 and number 3. Is now on the ball. White please, center.
So a substitution at half-time for RGC Hansa with Katia Glasnap coming off for RGC Hansa, and to replace it's number 3 Lisa Tribul, 21-year-old, and that's an instant hit back now from RGC Hansa. It's the perfect start to this second half. 12 seconds in, it's 4 apiece.
Back to the draw.
Now can RGC Hansa just build a bit of momentum now? Good block on the left side. Yukini Sane. Now Sylvia Alba, she's done a lot of brilliant work in that first half. She covered so much space between her left and right, and she's working with her wingers to stop any potential attack and any potential goal. Pia Knuts. Oh, and it's just broken through Sylvia Alba this time.
And we go to the 5th. 1 goal difference between Hansa and Nike.
Sylvia Alba, Maria Calderon, it just broke through them. 5-4 now, and in the space of 40 seconds, the game is turned around. And it's a hit back from Ike! What a remarkable...
This is going to be one of those games.
This is going to twist and turn all the way. What a start. Another good save. Yukina Sane on the left side. Just hits the crossbar at the top of her back and propels the ball forward. Another block, though, from Charlotte Kiecha.
I said it, Ringo. I said it. Let's go play goal ball, but in the beginning of the game. But I could say it on the beginning of the second half.
You could?
It would be fair.
Yeah.
But I can say it now. Let's play goal ball. It's Saturday morning. It's not easy.
Have you had your coffee this morning?
I'm not a coffee person. I'm a Portuguese, but I'm not a coffee person.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a sleepy person, and that's it. I like to sleep.
I was delighted to be brought a short espresso this morning. It was very nice. Just what was needed for a Saturday morning. Good work between Dribble and Knut on that near side, right side of their three. Wide of the mark this time. And it's 5-5 with 10 minutes remaining of this second half. Nothing to separate these two sides, who have put on a really good performance. IKEA have come back so strongly now after their heavy defeat to Sporting yesterday, and their coach will be so proud of his team. Oscar Zabaleta crouched down in his technical area. Here's an awkward one to defend, but defended well. Keen Hussein playing on the left, and she returns down the centre.
This is the 55-year-old player, the one, no?
At the moment, she is just on the bench. Number 6, Maria Huria Hunkera, the 55-year-old. But that just
But
really
a great player.
It just shows that this sport is available to everyone. And there's the 6th for RGC Hansa. It's another turn in the direction of the German team, the team from Rostock. Oh, and IKEA have hit back straight away. They won't go away.
And there's going to be changes on the Hansa team.
Well, this IKEA team have caused a lot of problems for RGC Hansa. Charlotte Gertje comes off, the number 4.
I think it's number 9. Yeah, number 9 that's going to enter.
Well, it's the 16-year-old, Kathia Glasnap, who's going to come back on.
It's good for the sport having such young players already in this level.
Yeah. No, it's going to be really exciting over the next couple of years. We've got a lot of young players coming through. And Kathia Glasnap, 16-year-old, playing at such a level. You've got Leona Silva as well for Sporting, 18 years of age.
And a goal.
And that's another one now for RGC Hansa. They edge back in front, 7-3. Just pierced the gap between Silvia Alba and Calderon on this right side, and the ball just goes down that far side touchline, but it's out of play.
So Ringo is saying that, okay, I'm not a coffee person, but I need to have my cookie. So fair enough. In the end of this game, I will find the cookies for me and for the betting. And what a game. Absolutely. It wasn't expected that IKEA would play this way against Hansa after the games that we saw yesterday.
No, they've almost just gone match for match with them, toe to toe. And it's been a fantastic performance from IKEA.
And it proves that the teams need to get acquainted with the environment and everything that surrounds them. Because, as we said, it's a game where they need to be really focused and be familiar with the field, the court, the acoustics, and everything. So the teams that adapt faster, they have better results. So experience, it's key.
So 8 minutes remaining of this second half, and IKEA, it's a throw down the centre. They've got another one. It's 7-7.
Oh my
They've
God.
hit back again. What
Lowy.
a game so far.
Who would say?
Silvia Alba, well, a good quick return. Just didn't get the power she wanted on that one. It can be really easy to almost get yourselves too emotional and a bit too excitable, and you just need to have a calm head in these moments. 7-7, particularly for RGC Hansa, who will have probably thought this morning that they would had a more comfortable game, and it's a massive credit to Ike, who have made this a fantastic game,
And now
as RGC Hansa as well.
And now I have really high expectations for the next game, Lyon against Sporting, because they will too fight.
Well, the final games for both of these teams, we'll see Ike taking on Lyon, and RGC Hansa will play Old Power. That'll be the final round of games, including Sporting Malmö. They're the final 3 games for all those teams. And that'll be coming up later. At the moment, our attention is on Ike against RGC Hansa. 7-7, nothing to separate these two teams. It's a block by Pia Knut on the right side, and she parried the ball away. And she opts to come to a more left of central position, fires one down the centre of the court. Oh, and a brilliant save, double save, I think. Sylvia Alba and Yukina Hussain both got touches to parry that ball away. Sylvia Alba, well, for me, has been player of the match. Covered so much work. So Calderon will claim this one. Arcs a run.
Timeout. Timeout asked by the coach of RGC Hansa. Both of the coaches who run towards the field because they have something to say to their athletes. Today we have the referees in a brighter color.
Yes.
This is also a fashion show because a lot of different jerseys, a lot of different colors.
Well, I was talking to a few of the referees throughout the course of this tournament, and they were mentioning to me that they have a different kit for each day.
Yeah.
So whites, I think it was on the first day, black. And
Then we saw green, I think.
green, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, green.
Yesterday, black.
Oh, and it's deflected into the back of net. RGC Hansa, the first throw after the timeout, and they regain control of this match. Although there we are, still 6 minutes and 30 seconds away from the end of this game, and anything could happen. Here is Calderon down that far side, looking for that corner, saved by the feet of Katja Grasnau, 16-year-old with a big part to play.
But I have to tell you, Bradley, even if I had the cookies over here, I don't know if I put any cookies on a bet for this game.
I think this is too close to call this one. It's
Because
absolutely.
at any point, Hansa could change the result and maybe go by a 10-goal difference because there are still almost 6 minutes on the clock. But at the same time, I can maintain this kind of defense all offense until the end of the game and take us to the complete 24 minutes. Everything could happen at this point, I think. So no bet, no cookie.
Well, I know that IKEA, of course, they lost at 10-0 yesterday. I think it was over in the first half, and I know it wasn't the result they wanted, but they did have an extra half of rest yesterday compared to RGC Hansa. So that could be a factor as well. Despite defeats, they've actually gained some valuable rest, and they seem fresh and ready to go today, and they've put on a great show for us this morning.
Yeah. And we are gonna have some changes on the. Gonna leave. 9 gonna leave. four gonna enter the game for RGC.
Yeah, it's the 16-year-old Katia Glasnap who's going to come off. And we have Charlotte Kercher now coming back on. This could be just a tactic that Christoph Gortz, he just wants to, I think he really wants this to finish this game. They're in that lead now, 8-7. Can they just finish the game off? Oh, and it's an important goal now, that one for RGC Hansa. They have that 2-goal advantage. How crucial that could be. 9-7 now with 5 minutes to go. And IK need to search for 2 goals.
It's because of games like this that we woke up really early this morning. No one expected this. And I have to ask to the ones that are watching us via YouTube, who do you think is going to win? It's like 5 minutes to go. At this point, Hansa is winning, but by just 2-goal margin. Who do you think is going to win this game?
I'll be fascinated to hear the responses because I wouldn't count IK out of this game. They have fought bravely. But is just the extra little bit of experience going to count here for RGC Hansa? 9-7 at the moment, 4.5 minutes remaining.
Oh!
Quick response. Oh, good save, Sylvia Alba. Just jumped on the ball.
I could get you an ear set and listen of what all of what is happening with our TV crew, but you wouldn't understand because you still don't speak Portuguese. You're here, what, 4 days, and you don't speak Portuguese yet? It's an easy language.
It's bad, isn't it? It's
there
not
are
good enough.
two-year-old childs that speak Portuguese, and you don't speak Portuguese yet.
Well, there's time to learn. There's time to learn. If I come back, which I hope to come back, I'll make sure to have a better Portuguese vocabulary.
Yeah. Okay, we have mixed feelings on our chat because Ringo is saying that RGC will win, but Samir, our friend from Marseille, says that IK should win. Samir, we have a question for you. We have been investigating, and we think that you are related to one of Lyon athletes. Can you confirm that? We think that you have something to do with Audrey from the Lyon team. It's true? It's not true? It's just rumors? Can you tell us more about it? And by the way, Lyon is going to play just next against Sporting, so don't leave your stream. I don't know if you are watching on TV, computer or something like that, but don't leave the stream because just next at scheduled time of 10 a.m. Lisbon time, we're gonna start the game between Sporting and Lyon on the Pool C, the women's side of the championship.
Seven in favour of RGC Hansa. Another goal you feel would finish the game off, and IK still really in the hunt for a goal and wanting to reduce this gap in the scoreline. There is Charlotte Kercher, who's been an important player. She's come off and on and replacing Katia Glasnap. But a lot of these throws have struggled to get through Sylvia Alba, the number 1, who's in the centre, almost the top point of the triangle, pouncing on anything.
2.5 minutes to go.
And it's still anyone's game, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a lot of time 2, 3, 4 goals. So the coach of RGC Hansa is passing some instructions. And I would say not stressed, but tense is what the... And we're gonna have a timeout for Aiki. Because the coach... maybe not. No, we're gonna... Because he's going to do some substitutions.
Here we go, yeah.
We're gonna lose number... I don't know if I can tell you before he shows it. I know he's going to change, but I don't know if it is fair to tell the viewers before that timeout. Because we have a privileged view.
Yeah, it's really good to be right next to the dugouts. You see all the little conversations that the coaches have and the players.
We have a different understanding of what happened because we can see the coaches and we can listen to some of the talks sometimes. And in reality, it didn't change anyone yet, but I saw it with the numbers and talking to the players. So because they have these sheets with the numbers of the players to show them to the referees. Hansa come back strong.
What's been impressive for RGC in the last couple of minutes is they got that 2-goal advantage, and defensively they have remained really strong and organised. And
I know that I shouldn't ask something like this, but do you think if Aiki played the game as they are playing today, they would be in this situation? Because if yesterday they show this kind of game, this kind of quality, defending and scoring, they could be in a completely different place in the grid.
Yeah, hindsight is a wonderful thing, and it's a tough question to ask in a sense because
they are playing the number one in the group.
They are playing,
and they are playing fair and square, like they. But this is a game where you can't have sorrows or keep your mind busy with thoughts like this, because they need to be focused on the ball. And
well, it's been a really spirited effort from Aiki, and here comes another timeout for Aiki with 27 seconds remaining, and they know that time is against them to try and rescue a point. And at the moment, Aiki are on course to be competing in the 5th and 6th place playoff.
We always remember our viewers that the volunteers are mopping the floor to maintain the field in perfect playing conditions, because as we have been said, the field or the court is a very important part of the game, and it's need to be maintained perfect for that the athletes have the best performance and to you to have the best games to view here with us on YouTube of Kuriakos.
Well, can Ike finish the game off with a goal? The victory will go the way of RGC Hansa as the second
Timeout.
tick down.
Timeout for Hansa.
With 2 seconds remaining. I think just to tell his players there's no panic. The game is now won. 2 seconds remaining.
And to slow down Ike. Because they will know that there are only 2 seconds in the clock. This is the last move. So even if they score, the game is won. And a goal.
Oh, there we go. Did it just cross over the line? It did before the hooter, and it's double figures for RGC Hansa to round off the game.
So
Really
10-7?
solid victory. 10-7 is the final outcome in this one. RGC Hansa were in a battle with Ike. Ike challenged them all the way, and it's credit to them. After some results that just didn't go their way yesterday, they fought back, fought hard and played really well. But it's RGC's morning. They have secured the victory and they have confirmed their place, all but confirmed their place in the quarterfinals, moving on to 7 points. Ike will play in the 5 to 6th place playoff, but they have 1 game remaining in the group stages. Well, it was another brilliant game. What a start to the day.
And this is the first of 11 games that we're going to play today. So keep with us. We'll keep with you. We'll be back soon with the next game on the 10 o'clock. So until then, até já.